Uh, Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Um, I want to share a little bit about step 11 of the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. And as a former AA, well, whatever I am, see my other videos about that. But there's some very good stuff in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Not so much the fourth edition, but the earlier editions. And I want to talk about step 11. And right now, I'm going to read from first edition of Alcoholics Anonymous. This is a facsimile copy. I couldn't find my third edition. Right now, it's misplaced, and I have an original second edition that I don't want to mess up. So I will read from the first edition, and speaking to a very particular kind of person, someone who has, with sincerity, been working the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous and is looking for something more. Now, I've talked to some longtime AAs about it, one in particular I'm thinking of. And even though he works all the steps and he freely acknowledges it, he says, well, I don't know too much about meditation. And the reason is that the big book really doesn't really give you a lot of specific advice about meditation. Uh, but I'm going to read you one paragraph here, and so if you're a sincere seeking person, bear with me, and if you're not, well, really, probably shouldn't even be watching the video. But I'll read it to you. I don't like to read, but I'm going to read this, okay? And or maybe I can do it this way, or I can hold it up and I'll just read it. Excuse me, I have to put on my reading glasses here. Yep, I sure do. And this is from page 100 of the big book, first edition. Probably be a different page number on one of the later editions. But I'll just read it. If if circumstances warrant, we ask our wives or friends to join us in morning meditation. If we belong to a religious denomination which requires a definite morning devotion, we attend to that also. If not members of religious bodies, we sometimes select and memorize a few set prayers which emphasize the principles we have been discussing. And here's the important part. There are many helpful books also. Suggestions about these may be obtained from one's priest, minister, or rabbi. Be quick to see where religious people are right. Make use of what they offer. So that's what I wanted to read. And really, the point I'm making is there isn't a lot of concrete guidance in the big book about the 11th step. You can read the whole step if you want, if you haven't, or maybe you're already familiar with it. So, but that part there where I just read, it says, well, go to your priest, or minister, or rabbi, and get suggestions for books. So that's what I'm going to do here now. I'm going to make a suggestion, And I'm not really trying to convince anybody of anything. And let me let me let me let me quote Jesus here. What he had to say on the matter. He said, "None can come unto me except my Father draw them." So I know that to be true. And if you're not, if you're not being drawn by God, um, if you don't have that in your heart, then this probably will just sound like complete nonsense to you. And that's okay, but maybe you are one of those seeking people, and maybe you are looking for more. So I'm going to put um, two links down below, at least two, for your consideration. And they're about meditation. Uh, some people call it Judeo-Christian meditation, and it's really a mystical thing. And I don't have the words to tell you that what you might discover about yourself, but um, the first link there is to a book that was published in 1815. It's called A Guide to True Peace, and it was Quaker literature, and it's there free for you to read about the practice of meditation. And the second link is a link to actual, I guess you could call it guided meditation. So um, I guess a couple of words of warning are in order. Number one, it's not a plaything, and unless you're a really committed and person, it's probably even better not even to start meditation until you are ready. But I will put the links down there, and um, there's nothing to buy. You don't have to tell anybody that you're doing it. It's probably better if you don't. So it's just my little gift to you, whoever you are, for your for uh, uh, to help you with your spiritual journey. It was given to me, and so I give it to you. And that's the spirit with which I'm offering this. And and if you're a highly critical person that wants to find fault with this, or you want to make rude comments, I'm not going to tolerate anything like that. So save yourself. I'll allow comments, but save yourself the trouble of being negative, and because I'm just going to erase your comments anyhow. All right. God bless.